Here is what I call where things officially start to get weird. You remember, this line of code, it's a defined integer array that had 5 zeros in it, because I put a bracket after integer on both sets of integers and specify the size at the back. Drum roll, please. Oh my gosh. I just made a two-dimensional array. Do one of those like mind-blowing things, please. Now, what does that mean? Well, why don't we take a look? I'm going to use my printer. And the method I have for a 2D array on numbers. I'm going to watch what happens in the output on the bottom. What? Oops, I didn't comment out the array. Thanks for bearing with me. And now I've got this 5 by 5. Right here. That is not working the way I want it to. That's fine. Sorry folks, gotta go out of my code real quick. Nothing to see here. Okay, let's do this one more time. Now I've got this array that has 2 numbers specifying the back. And when I print it out to represent it, whoa. We've got a table. Not 10 numbers total, not 5 in the first row and 5 in the second, but 5 rows of 5 columns. These 2 numbers do not have to be the same. Let's check that example out. If I change that second number to 10, you'll see the first number, 5, specifies the amount of rows that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's kind of like counting down that side of the table. And my second number, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, specifies how many I'm going to have lengthwise. In the notes for today, in the section 2D array definitions, I've got some rules for this, and I've got a visual demonstration of the table that I just defined. One thing you'll do over the course of today is define tables based on their size, and vice versa. You can make any type of array a 2D array. 2D arrays can be strings, ints, doubles, bools, char, any other class you want. I'm going to make a Boolean array real quick. That's just another example. I made a Boolean array with 4 rows and 2 columns. I'm going to start a new line. And then I'm going to have my printer class. Print it out. Directly under my integer array. And there you can see my first number 5, 4, shows the 4 rows that we created, and in each row, there's 2 columns. Just like our normal sorts of array, we can also create these by directly putting in values. So rather than creating one of a specific size, it's a default here, I can make, say, an array with 2 rows and 3 columns by putting in 6 of my favorite words. If only I knew more than 4 words. No, just kidding. Like breakfast foods, let's do that. Hopefully everybody's having some great breakfast foods while they're home. You can keep going on the next line if you need more scans here, which is convenient. And voila, there's my 2D string array. Waffles, pancakes, toast, oatmeal, orange juice, coffee. Now, the important thing to keep in mind when you define 2D arrays this way is that each row has to have the same number of columns. It has to have the same number of entries. Waffles, pancake, and toast is 3. I put them inside my first set of brackets with a comma in between them. Oatmeal, orange juice, and coffee. I put them inside my second pair of brackets. So it's almost like bracketception here. You've got the normal array definition inside of the normal array definition. If I make them not the same amount, then it defaults it to a blank string, which we don't want. Okay, make sure they're the same always. It's kind of a rule of thumb. Get your whiteboard or pencil and paper ready. You're welcome to look at the notes or at our screen. At the Java screen we were just on if you want to rewind the video to that point. But I want you to do a little bit of practice here. Go ahead and pause your video. Answer the following 3 questions. And when you think you've got it down, we'll come back together and try it out ourselves. So we have 3 tasks that you should have just completed on your own here. The first task is to create a double array with 4 columns and 2 rows. We'll put our double brackets over here. The number of rows always goes first. Next, if we look back at our second practice example, this integer array has 2 rows and 5 columns. So we'll put our number of rows first, our number of columns in the same place again, for our little practice set. And And last but not least, it asked us to create a cone array with A, B, and C in the first line, with D, E, and F in the second line. So we do this. The way I just demonstrated our string example above. We've got our greater set of brackets. We've got our brackets on the inside that represent the first and the second line. And since they're cars, they have to have one single quote around each letter. Check that against your homework. And if you're feeling good about it, you should be good to go on defining 2D arrays. Our last little portion of this lesson, we'll talk about their indexes.